Today we're taking a look at a little more advanced youth lacrosse concept, and that is when you are driving on your defender, or really in a lot of different situations where you have a defender on, you could be a clearing situation as well, getting that opposing player to make a desperation move in order to improve your angle on the goal, or how close you can get to the goal, or how you're going to take a shot. Now we can use our body language and kind of different moves and almost acting to try and force a defender to make a desperation move that we want them to make. That's going to allow us to get an even better shot on goal. So I'll show you what I mean right here. We're going to be taking a look at the players in the corner of your screen right here. Blue looks like number 1 on Duke has the ball. He's going to be driving towards the goal, and he's being defended by the player in the white jersey from Loyola. So coming in, starting out with just a simple inside-outside split dodge, goes from his right to his left, and here he's just trying to beat his defender with speed, going full speed down the alley, gets a step on his guy, which creates a shooting opportunity for the Duke player. Now you can see the Duke player, I think he's got this kind of planned all along. You can see him start his deception, start his acting right here. He gets a step on his man, plants that bottom hand on the stick, hands come up and back into that shooting motion. Now when he does this, whether he intends on taking this shot or if it's just a fake, either way, when he does this, he forces his defender in white to make a decision. That defender has to decide, am I going to lunge or maybe dive and try and get a stick check on the Duke player's stick or gloves, or am I just going to continue to kind of run with him and take away the inside lane here and make sure he doesn't get any closer to the goal. And what a lot of defenders will do in this situation is they'll make that desperation move, that play where they sell out, maybe they dive or lunge and they go for that front side stick check. And if it works, great, they may have just saved a goal. But if it doesn't work, they've taken themselves completely out of good defensive position, and they're going to allow their offensive player to get a better shot even closer to the goal. So we'll watch here as we're going forward. Watch the player white as he sees the Duke player winding up. You can see he lunges, stick up over his head, goes for that desperation. I hope I get his stick. Misses, is completely out of good defensive position, and opens up space for that Duke player in blue to come underneath, take a couple more steps before he gets to the slide, and get an even better shot. So he cuts underneath here after that defender makes his desperation move, couple more shots to the goal, ends up shooting kind of a really nice sidearm. This is one of the great situations to change your stick angle. I know as coaches we talk about shooting straight overhand all the time, but this is a good opportunity when you have a defender right in front of you to use that defender as a little bit of a screen, drop your stick angle to maybe 3/4 or sidearm, and use that defender as a screen. Really well placed low away shot here, ends up scoring. So by using this deception, or maybe it wasn't deception, maybe he was really thinking about shooting right here, because this isn't a terrible shot. It's one that a college player could probably score. But whether he intended to shoot or he decided at the last second, I'm going to get this guy to lunge and then I'm going to dodge, he goes from taking a shot from right here, maybe a 10, 12 yard coming down the alley on the run, not an easy shot, pretty tough shot. But he goes from taking a shot right there, using a little deception, to getting to shoot from right here. And obviously as a lacrosse player, you know that a shot from right here is much better than a shot from right here. So in closing, when you are beating your man, don't always just think, when am I going to shoot? You can also think, what can I do? How can I act? How can I use my body language to get my defender in an even worse position than he's already in? So instead of shooting from far away, I can get even closer and improve my chances of scoring. So always be thinking about those ways to use acting, use deception to manipulate your defender to help you score or clear or accomplish whatever you're trying to do with the ball.